for every party. Okay? So big boys and big girls. So that is basically a cleaning up, because as it is, we read up with two conflicting provisions within the law. So, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move and seek the support of everyone across the divide.
The honorable leader of majority, just hold on. Just hold on. You have two proposals to this clause 15. You have the one that is amending, and then you have the one that is proposing to delete 15C. Have you moved both?
Yes, indeed. I moved both because in the current C is what I'm moving to B.
Very well.
Then, so C becomes otious, so we delete it.
I now propose the question that clause 15 be amended as proposed by the leader of majority. I will allow some comments on this, considering that the Honorable Duale has a proposal to this. Honorable members, just listen. Just listen. Just listen. Just be a little patient. It's procedural. The Honorable Duale has a proposal to amend this also. So it is proper that he should have a say to this. Proceed, the Honorable Duale.
Chair, I stand to oppose, and the reason is that, Chair, we must build national parties. What Honorable Kimunya, the leader of majority, intends to do is to allow village, ethnic, regional parties to access the political parties fund, to access taxpayers' money, where a bigger party like ODM or UDA have secured. Chair, this should not be allowed, because briefcase parties, ethnic parties, the likes of DAP Kenya, the likes of small parties, you know, even Jubilee will be in that category of a village party in the next election. So we should not allow. If you want to access the taxpayers' money, if you want to access the people's money, you must go out, sell an agenda, win seats and votes, and get the money. This amendment is encouraging ethnic, regional, village parties. I oppose.
The Honorable Alice Wahome also has a proposal to this. She will have a say. The Honorable Alice Wahome, member for Kandara.
Thank you, Chair. We had discussed this, my amendment to clause 15 with the leader of majority, and that what I was proposing in clause 15 is actually adopted by the leader of majority. So I support the leader of majority.
Very well. The Honorable Didmas Barasa also has a proposal to this. He will have his say.
Honorable Chair, I was also just trying to make sure that this clause is very clear in terms of how parties are going to get their money, considering that for the last very many years, we have one party that has conned other parties' money. And that my aim is to streamline on how the funds are going to be shared.
The Honorable Didmas,
and for this,
the Honorable Didmas, just hold on. Just remove that word conned. Just withdraw it and proceed.
I replaced the word con with the word of not being honest, and defrauded them of their money that they were supposed to be given. And for this reason, Honorable Chair, I support the position taken by the leader of majority.
The chair of JLAC, finally, had a proposal to amend this.
Chair, in view of the amendments by leader of majority, my proposed amendments are spent.
Very well. That's correct. Honorable members, then allow me now to put the question that clause 15 be amended as proposed by the leader of majority. Will as members of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it. Honorable members, the effect of that is that all the other proposals to amend this fall by the way, including the one by the Honorable Duale falls by the way. So, honorable members, then now allow me to propose that clause 15 as amended be part of the bill. Just hold on, members. Just hold on, members. Here. Before we go to the global question. The Honorable Duale, your proposal to amend paragraph C cannot stand in light of the amendment by the leader of majority because he has amended clause C, which you are proposing to insert some amendment to. Yes. Give him an opportunity. Give him the mic.
Chair, you know, what I'm trying to do is I'm amending paragraph C by inserting a new subsection immediately after subsection 2B. If the leader of majority was deleting, then my amendment could have fallen by the wayside. But he has improved on C, so, you know, Chair, you should tell Amos Kimunya, the member for Kipipiri, to know that when I'm on my feet, I can only listen to the chair or the speaker. No, Cross is talking to me. Anyway, Chair, maybe you guide. Chair, just guide.
Yes, Chair. See, the Honorable Duale, the leader of majority has deleted C, to which you are proposing to make amendments. So your amendment is no longer anchored. So therefore, honorable members, allow me now to put the global question that clause 15 as amended be part of the bill. Will as members of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 16.
I propose the question that clause 16 be part of the bill. There is a proposal by the Honorable Nixon, Korir member for Langata, to delete. The Honorable Nixon, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Chair. For the same reason that I withdrew number 15, Chair, because this is about political parties fund, and we know, Chair, that there are political parties that have been conning other political parties in their coalition, and this clause is curing that problem. I wish to drop this one also, Chair.
The proposal to delete by the Honorable Nixon Korir stands withdrawn. Now we shall have the proposal to amend by the leader of majority.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 16 of the bill be amended as per the order paper. And in addition to what is already provided, that the monies allocated to a coalition party shall be distributed by the registrar in accordance with the coalition agreement, what my amendment in inserting a new B is basically expanding the number of persons who can be paid by a political party from the funds, the political party's fund, which will now include party election agents or people who are contracted to do work that furthers the objectives. Honorable Chair, the current act, the principal act, limits the amount of money that can be paid, that it cannot be paid to a supporter of a party unless you are a member of staff. But the same act says that the objective of the money is to cover election expenses. Now, you cannot cover election expenses and not then pay agents of the political parties just because they are members of the party. And we know agents are usually members of the party. So what I'm actually doing now is to allow political parties to use the political parties fund to cover the election agents' expenses, and also to cover the costs of party members and supporters who are contracted to offer services to the party for purposes of enhancing the objectives of the party. It's, I expect a full support on this from across the divide.
I propose the question that clause 16 be amended as proposed by the leader of majority. I now put the question that clause 16 be amended as proposed by the leader of majority. Will as members of that opinion say aye? Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now propose the question that clause 16 as amended be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 16 as amended be part of the bill. Will as members of that opinion say aye? Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 17.
I propose the question that clause 17 be part of the bill. There are two proposals to this by the Honorable Nixon Korir, member for Langata, and the Honorable Dido Raso, member for Saku, which are similar. We shall move with the one by the Honorable Nixon Korir first. The Honorable Nixon, proceed.
Thank you, Chair. I move to propose that this clause be deleted, Chair, because as you can see, Chair, from what even the majority leader is putting across, and in the spirit of sharing resources by political parties, this clause is trying to limit the coverage in terms of publication by political parties on the source of funds from 2 newspapers of wide circulation to 1. It's mischievous, Mr. Chair, while we are opening the space and the information for members of the public to get to know the sources of funds and what the funds are being done, because political parties are now run by taxpayers' money. This clause is proposing to limit information to the members of the public. I propose.
I propose the question that clause 17 be amended as proposed by the Honorable Nixon Korir. I put the question that clause 17 be amended as proposed by the Honorable Nixon Korir, member for Langata. Will as members of this opinion say aye? Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? The nays have it. The Honorable Dido Raso, your proposal being similar and on all fours as the one by the Honorable Nixon Korir, it suffers the same fate, and therefore it falls by the way.
Clause 18.
Before we move to clause 18, I now propose the question that clause 17 be part of the bill. Will as members of this opinion say aye? Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 18.
I propose the question that clause 18 be part of the bill. I see a proposal by the Honorable Nixon Korir to delete.
Chair, I wish to withdraw this one.
Very well, the proposal to delete by the Honorable Korir stands withdrawn. There is a proposal by the Chair Jailak, and also one by the Honorable George Karaoke and the Honorable Dido Raso, which are similar. So we will start with the one by the Chair, Jailak. Chair Jailak.
Chair is already, I don't have an amendment on 17. 18. 18 is not withdrawn, is it? Yes, I have Chair, we have an amendment set out in the order paper, and I propose the amendment set out in the order paper.
Honorable members, I propose a question that clause 18 be amended as proposed by the chair. Honorable members, I now put the question that clause 18 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as members of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it. Honorable members, because the proposals by the Honorable George Kariuki and the Honorable Dido Raso are similar to the ones by the chair, JLAC, so therefore they automatically. I now put the last question, that clause 18 as amended be part of the bill. Will as members of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 19.
I propose the question that clause 19 be part of the bill. There is a proposal by the Honorable Cecil Mbarire and the Honorable Dido Raso to delete this particular clause, and these are similar. So we shall have the Honorable Cecil Mbarire to prosecute.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I wish to move an amendment that we delete clause 19. And the reasons I do that is if you look at clause 31(3) of the original act, it provides that the Auditor General does indeed audit the accounts of political parties. And this is, I think, in view of the fact that political parties will be receiving taxpayers' money. And this proposed bill seeks to amend that particular clause 31(3), which I think is not right. I think political parties' accounts should be audited by Auditor General, especially in cases where they are receiving the political parties' fund, which is taxpayers' money. I move, Chair.
Honorable members, allow me to propose the question that clause 19 be deleted as proposed by the Honorable Cecil Mbarire. The Leader of Majority.
Honorable Chair, I want to oppose the amendment by Honorable Mbarire and also to explain to the members what this amendment actually means. If you look at the Principal Act, at 31(2), that subsection 2, it reads, a political party shall within 3 months at the end of the financial year submit to the Auditor General the accounts of the political party in respect of that year. Now, what had happened, in 3, it goes further and says that the accounts of every political party shall be audited annually by the Auditor General, which is a repetition, and shall be submitted to the registrar and tabled in the National Assembly. Now, we know that every organization, when you submit your accounts to the Auditor General, it is for only one purpose, for the Auditor General to audit and report to the National Assembly. So it is actually a duplication, but that was also not very clear who will submit to the registrar, who will submit to the Parliament, and it was causing confusion. So in the tidying up of the Act, this is one of the things that was flagged as one of the things that required to be removed. So we don't lose anything. Every political party under Section 2 will have to submit the accounts to the Auditor General. The Auditor General is obligated to audit every account sent to him and report to the National Assembly. So, and then, if you also look at 34C within the Act, it also obligates the registrar of political parties, and for avoidance of doubt, I want to read that to members. One of the functions of the registrar is to ensure publication of audited accounts of political parties. So the registrar is covered in 34C of the Principal Acts. The Auditor General is covered within 31(2), and the political party, they are enjoined there, and then the Auditor General is to the House. And now the confusion that was being caused by 3 in terms of duplication and not telling who takes it to the Auditor General, who takes it to the registrar, or who brings the Parliament, is now removed by declaring this thing that was redundant, deleted from the Principal Act. So that is the essence of the deletion in the bill. And I want to tell members, I'm an auditor, so I know what I'm saying. So we vote no.
The Honorable Duale.
Chair, I think the principle in this particular matter is that the office of the Registrar of Political Parties is an independent office, 1. 2, the funds that are being discussed in this particular article are taxpayers' money, allocated and appropriated by this House. And I think it's only fair that the Auditor General, like now the way it is, the Registrar submits, the Auditor General submits to this House submits it to the relevant committee, whether it is the special funds or the Public Accounts Committee. And I think with that, I think we need to move and agree with for the first time, whether he's an auditor or not, that's not the matter for discussion. Agree with the leader that at all times, public money and taxpayers' money, now that is being given to village parties, the village parties must account for.
The Honorable Babu Owino. The Honorable Babu Owino.
Honorable Speaker, I support. Sorry. Honorable Speaker, concerning, just keep quiet, I dispense knowledge carelessly. Honorable Speaker, I want to stand to oppose the amendment by